start the day. An Irish coffee. So an Irish coffee is pretty simple. It starts with just coffee. On top of that, we're gonna go ahead and put in some Jameson, because you'd be wrong to do anything other than Irish whiskey. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of this guy here. And then we're gonna add Bailey's until we like the color. So some Bailey's Irish cream. Wouldn't make sense to use just regular creamer right now. Yeah. I like mine to be basically warm, caffeinated cream. That's all there is to it. So today we're gonna be making eggs. Well, eggs. I'm just gonna make a fried egg sandwich. It's not gonna be fancy. It is still hot as shit. So today I really just wanted to get rid of a lot of the St. Paddy's Day stuff that I had laying around. So we're gonna also be doing some Irish car bombs. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get that started. I don't have the proper glassware, so we're gonna be using that. An Irish car bomb simple. You just take some Guinness, 1/2 pint of Guinness. You simply pour your 1/2 pint of Guinness into the pint glass. Doesn't look like a 1/2 pint. Well, this isn't quite a pint, is it? No, it's not. And then in your shot glass, which hopefully is a little bit more weighted than mine, you're gonna go ahead and take we're gonna do 1/2 and 1/2. So we're gonna do 1/2 shot of Jameson and 1/2 shot of Bailey's. Now the thing about Irish car bombs is you're definitely going to want to drink them quickly. Otherwise, they'll curdle. It sounds really gross, but it is a cream liqueur. It's probably a bad idea. All this cream, hot, cold, both. So, wise man once told me, always make sure to have your pan warm before you put anything in there, of course. And for this, we are going to be putting in some just butter, nothing special, regular ass butter. Yeah, this isn't something super difficult by any means. The hardest part is the eggs, which is the whole thing, but you get my drift. So once your butter starts to bubble, that's when you're going to want to drop an egg in. So far, so bad. There we go. So you get that egg going. Clean off your hands because you got egg all over them. So if you want to make it pretty, you could use like something to contain it, kind of like how McDonald's eggs look. Once it begins to set up, you kind of want to get up under it. And because you've made a huge mess of it, now you want to go ahead and get all the way up under it. And then flip it all the way over. And you see you've destroyed the egg. It's fine. Because you're already starting to feel it. So just hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we are going to remove it from heat. Temporarily just toss it onto a plate because you forgot to finish up the rest of what you're doing, which is toasting up some bread. So you turn the thing off so you don't burn the house down again, of course. And have some coffee while you wait for your toast. And you look at this horrible mess that you created. Look at it. It's all busted open, not even round. Almost did it again. You gotta keep an eye on me. I'm gonna forget the cheese every time. So you drink some more coffee while you wait for the toast. And then you slowly get hammered because the coffee is really strong. And I'm not gonna make another coffee. So you're gonna take your bread and you're gonna mayo it up. Then you take your egg, not with your hand, like you really wanted to. You totally wanted to do that. You saw that. And then you just toss it on there. And then we'll ask the same question we always do. Is it poison? No, it's okay. Beautiful thing about an egg sandwich is even if you screw it up, it's in between the bread. You're never gonna see it. And it does one of these numbers here. That's how you know you've cooked the egg okay, at least. Not for being pretty or anything, but still runny. Now that you've devoured your first one and the alcohol is setting in even more, you're gonna go ahead and start on your second one. Hit it with some more butter. Turn that heat up to a little over medium-high heat. Just enough to get it going again, you know? We're not gonna worry about that thing in the middle. That thing being the egg that was in there previously. So, I'll let that go for a sec. We're gonna keep drinking our Irish coffee, which is definitely having an effect. The thing about warm liquids and alcohol, it's gonna catch up with you real quick. Like the old hot toddy, that'll mess you up. So once your butter is bubbling, like this one, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to crack an egg open again. And at least you crack the egg. We're gonna leave it kind of on the side there. Just gonna let it do its thing. Eggs are very difficult to make. They're something that takes practice. You gotta know when to turn, when to move, that kind of stuff. And I don't cook much, so I don't know any of that. But if you wanna make it look a little nicer without having to do that weird formed egg thing, just kind of grab up the edges, move it around. And as you can see, it's still not quite set right over here. So we're gonna let it do its thing for a little bit. And we're gonna start the toast this time. Once it's set up a little bit better and not, the flip, it worked. And a little fresh cracked pepper, and a little bit of salt. And then you're gonna wanna move that off of the heat almost immediately, because you're overcooking the crap out of it right now. You probably got too much everything on there. And then you're gonna turn that bad boy off, finish drinking your coffee or whatever. If you cook them eggs like this, you'll turn that a one night stand into a why the f did I ever show up here? So make sure you turn the burners off so you don't burn the house down. I really need to finish off this Bailey's, but it's so much. So again, you take your toast and you hit it with the mayo. See, even though I'm hammered as all hell. Second time looked better because a little bit of practice. Just a little bit of practice, not enough practice. And then you throw the toast on the buttered mayonnaise side down. Don't forget your cheese. Never forget the cheese. It's always about the cheese. All right, so then don't be a maniac and try and move it with your hand like you planned on doing. Go ahead and move that bad boy over here. I would cross-section you, but it's just gonna destroy it. You know what? F it. So you take your bread knife, because that's what you've got. So you've got your beautiful cross-section there. Look at that. Look at that. It's just an egg and cheese and mayonnaise and bread. That's it. Is it poison? Nah, I don't think so. Not this time, at least.